Good morning, YouTube. How y'all doing? Yes, I won't bore you with this long, but I want to make a few comments about this when I heard on today. Of course, there's a new Trump story every single day. We're used to that, but uh, Donald Trump's uh, Donald Trump's what's her position? Chief of Staff, Susie Wiles, has made some comments. And one of the things she said, she did an interview with Vanity Fair. The journalist who interviewed her 11 times, right? And she said some things about all the staff, all the people working for Trump, right? And she described Donald Trump, and I haven't seen the article, so I don't know how much she mentioned Donald Trump, but that would be her primary interest, Vanity Fair's primary interest in the story, right? So she said that Donald Trump has an alcoholic personality. And that's what we want to discuss. Hi, Fraser Laurie, Ambrosia, Medusa, Medusa 51, Bonita Peterson, Miss Sherry. Oh, there's quite a few people in here. There's my moderator, Soul Sister Number One Show. How y'all doing? Okay, so I don't know. I don't get big numbers when I talk about politics, but I'm not gonna we're gonna talk about it anyway. Why? Because we're American citizens and we have an opinion like everybody else. Even though Donald Trump would have you believe that this is his country, that's why he's able to knock down buildings and build his own monstrosities on it. He can do whatever the hell he wants to do. He can go over to other people's countries and murder 80-something people so far, correct? He can take over other people. He can do whatever the fuck he wants to do. So I'm trying to figure out now, what did Miss Susie Wiles mean when she said that Donald Trump has an alcoholic personality? Now, me myself, I've differed a little bit with some of the AA teachings, but in my 20s, I classified myself as an alcoholic. I was an alcoholic. I entered AA. I was 25 when I entered AA, slipping and sliding around there a little bit. And I left it at 28 where I became a drug addict, correct? But according to people in 12-step, a lot of them believe that once an alcoholic, always an alcoholic. After you identified yourself as an alcoholic, you will be that until the day you die. That's what they believe, correct? And I'm not criticizing because they do good work. They help a lot of people, thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands and perhaps millions of people are helped by 12-step Alcoholics Anonymous, right? Anyway, I don't know that we're a monolith, however. I don't personally believe that I'm an alcoholic now since I haven't had a drink in something like 40 years. But people believe whatever they want to believe. She said he has an alcoholic personality. Is she talking about an alcoholic, a drunk alcoholic, or a sober alcoholic? There are some characteristics that go over, right? That carry over. There's certain characteristics by people who eventually fall to alcoholism that they still have. Like, for instance, an alcoholic person is somebody who can be addicted to other things as well easily. You start eating Twinkies on Friday, well, it's a good chance that by the next Friday, you just keep eating Twinkies. You just like Twinkies. So whatever you do it to excess, I think is what is being said. You do it to excess, right? I go to the store, I get Lucky Charms. I think that was about 3 months ago or something like that. I got a box of Lucky Charms. I shouldn't be eating Lucky Charms because I'm a diabetic, right? But what happened? I love them Lucky Charms. So now I can't eat cereal without eating Lucky Charms. That kind of thing I can see. Or is she talking about he has the characteristics of an alcoholic? Like, does he come home or come to the White House and start breaking shit? Is he prone to abusing people because he has the personality of an alcoholic? What exactly do you mean, Susie? Is he a mean asshole? That's very likely. Is that what you mean by him having the personality of an alcoholic? If you guys not knowing how he's going to show up day from one day to the next, is that what you mean? He's a mean person. Is this when he decides that it's okay to go over to other people's countries and just blow people out the water? Is that because is that what you're identifying as an alcoholic personality? Very reactive, impulsive. Correct. Is this when he's making decisions that we're supposed to terrorize every Latin person in this country? Correct. Destroy their families. Are those the kind of decisions that you mean? What do you mean exactly, Susie? Be more clear, honey. Now I know a lot of people are going to read the whole article this dude is writing. Uh, I think he intimated that he was writing a book actually. So these might be just excerpts. What y'all think? Oh, I see all these faces in here now. Uh-huh. What y'all think? Good morning. Lakita Lewis. Uh-huh. How y'all doing? We're going to spend a few minutes on this, child. But I don't know what the woman means by he got an alcoholic personality. Now, the other thing she said was that her father was an alcoholic. So she's very familiar with the characteristics of an alcoholic. Susie, does that mean that Donald Trump reminds you of your father? Is that your frame of reference? As opposed to all alcoholics act this way? Could be. And maybe that's why you were attracted to him. I think she said at some point that she knows how to handle difficult men, right? She's in there with all men by herself with something like Donald Trump. Yeah, it's a good chance that he reminds her of how her father acted, right? But there's a major difference between how he acts when he's drunk and how he acts when he's sober, and particularly how he acts when he's clean and sober for many years. How does he act then, right? Because if he's in there acting like a drunk, then that means he's we can't trust anything that he does. A drunk do all kind of shit. Drunks beat their wives, they beat their children, they break shit, they cuss, they get loud, they repeat themselves over and over and over and over and over again, right? They become horny, but they can't perform. Correct? What characteristics specifically? Although they didn't check Miss Susie now, I'm sure he done brought her in the office and gave her one of them drunken beatdowns. So she's probably not going to talk anymore. I don't know why that woman will go and talk to a reporter with all this information. Apparently he finessed her. He finessed her and she gave up all this information. It seems like she's not making stuff up either, because she's the characteristics of all of them people in there. J.D. Vance she talked about, Stephen Miller, all those people in the White House, honey. She just called out what they are. J.D. Vance is a conspiracy theorist. So is Donald Trump. Just say what the truth is, honey. Yeah, will y'all please hit the like button? Let me see. I think y'all like me talking about the beef sector more than these politics, right? But we got to pay attention, people, right? We're part of the problem why this shit happened, because a lot of people didn't vote. I don't think they voted for Donald Trump. I think they didn't vote. A lot of Democratic people didn't vote. You're not paying attention, and we need to pay attention. That's why we're in the mess that we're in right now, and we got to prepare ourselves for these midterms, right? We got to get mad, angry. I'm mad as hell. I'm not going to take it anymore. Right? Anyway. Drunks want alcoholics, they want to get behind the wheel and go out there and potentially kill people. They don't care. So I don't know, alcoholic personality, would that apply? I mean, what are you saying specifically? A sober alcoholic or a drunk alcoholic? Which one are you talking about? Are we in danger if he's acting like a wet alcoholic, a drunk? You know, they got 12-step for more than just drinking alcohol, honey. They got 12-step NA, 12-step for Overeaters Anonymous, 12-step for Overspenders Anonymous. Everything. It's all kind of shit you can be addicted to. I guess we do know that he doesn't drink alcohol. But what does that say about the rest of his life? I think she's probably talking about he's a rageaholic, and he does not have a problem killing people. Donald Trump does not have a problem with seeing families, working families, homeless. He has no problem sending people to other countries, other violent prisons. He has no problem with that. He doesn't have a problem with shit, right? So does he do all this stuff impulsively? I think we should know that, Susie. So we don't know if he's going to fire Susie. Apparently, Susie has been very, very helpful to him in that White House, honey. So we don't know, because he's very prone to throw people under the bus, as he says in his TV series, honey. You're fired. And he walks that right into the damn White House. He running the White House just like he run a TV show. But since he hasn't fired any others of the other incompetents, so far, no one said she isn't incompetent. So if he's willing to keep all the other incompetents, which is basically every department, then he'll probably hold on to her. Tim, the Wiles lady said that her father was alcoholic. That's her frame of reference. Right. So Trump reminds her of her father. I'm just curious as to her father drunk or her father as a person not drinking. Because according to 12-step, he's still an alcoholic. People who feel that way. I believe I am delivered from drugs and alcohol. If I haven't had a drink in 40 years, and I haven't had drugs in 30-something, 25 years, I'm not going to keep calling myself an alcoholic. I was alcoholic in my 20s. I'm now damn near 70. But that is the belief there. Believe me, I know. It did work for me for a while. But no, I'm not calling myself alcoholic anymore. So he didn't call her in the office. She's probably she's probably ashamed that she was so stupid as to sit up here and tell a reporter all this information. 11 interviews. You should have figured it out with the first interview, right? That sounds like a little bit of incompetence. Or we don't know what's going on in her mind, or what she's up to, or why she did this. Did she do it purposely? Correct? Surely she didn't just drop that and move on, honey. But out of all these 11 days that these 11 interviews, they only picked out about six comments from the 11 interviews. So there's a lot more there. Or maybe they just picked that out, something she let slip out of her mouth. Right? Page 1, then something else slipped out on page 6, and they just took those out. We don't know. But I believe she's telling the truth. He has an addiction to everything. You see how he drinks some damn, what is it, Pepsi's? What is that? He drinks some kind of RC cola or some shit. He does that obsessively. He eats McDonald's cheeseburgers obsessively. Correct? Obviously, he's had a problem with sex and kissing women. Just kiss them all in the face. You can do it when you're a star. Obviously, he's had sexual addictions through his life. Right? Is he addicted to meanness? Because he keeps doing these things. Apparently now they done went over there and bombed some more ships in Venezuela. Why are you so obsessed with Venezuela, Donald Trump, and you haven't come and tell the American people nothing? You're going to end these people up in wars? You're going to who's going to tell all these parents who are going to die? You can't die. You can't run a war without anybody dying in America. In any country should be a concern. You already done killed 80-something people. By now it's probably 100 because you're continuing to bomb their ships. You're going to take over their waterways, right? And you're taking over their oil. Are you just going over there to steal those people's oil? Why? Because you can? That's what bullies do. They just take your stuff because they can do it. They don't give a fuck about right or wrong. How y'all doing? Okay. That's her frame of reference. She must be talking about her father when he was drinking. Apparently her father got sober. We don't know when. to what degree, and maybe the dad held on to some characteristics. But in order for her to say that, she must be when he was drunk. When he was drunk, he come home yelling, screaming, throwing the mother around the room, throwing the children, whipping the children, becoming very violent, very hostile, very racist, saying things that he wouldn't ordinarily say, repeating himself continually. Right? That sounds like more like a drunken person. You know how they in the morning, I'm sorry, baby. I'll never do that again. I'm so sorry. Oh, la, 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 la. Mm. But with this wonderful internet we have now, we all know the tea. Whatever happens, everybody's aware of it, right? You all know who this woman is now. I didn't know anything about her before yesterday, but now I know about SUSIE Wiles. Correct? Because of the internet. The high up journalists talk about it. The TV shows talk about it. And we the people, we also get to talk about it. Right? Now, he don't seem to be denying what she said, but he trying to make light of it, right? He didn't like that, honey. He don't like nothing negative about himself. And I'm sure he has to wonder, since loyalty is the biggest thing for Donald Trump, hey, you got to be loyal. Everybody got to be loyal to you, and you're loyal to no one, right? You don't got a problem seeing your compadres put in prison. You don't give a fuck. Well, I got to do. I've used them up. I just kept on using them until I used them up, and then you move on to the next person, right? They're not gonna let her say anything. They're gonna have a meeting, honey. They're gonna decide on what they're gonna say. They're gonna reprimand SUSIE. He can't get rid of SUSIE because Donald Trump don't know what the fuck he's doing. He needs a chief of staff, honey. And if she's been doing the job and keeping that shit together while he goes out here and plays president, right? He might have to. He may need her. He has an addiction to everything. He has an addiction to meanness. Because most people, after they saw those kids in his first term, after they saw those children in those cages like that and saw those families torn apart and heard all the yells and screams, right, of the abuses, correct, they would have stopped. Particularly when the whole country told him, stop treating our neighbors like this, right? Not him. He'll double down. Before he take it back, he'll add more to it. He's still over there in Venezuela bombing ships. Bombing ships don't mean shit to me. Bombing people, killing people. You're not in war, so you're actually going over there and murdering people. And that's supposed to be okay? He don't have the capacity to even look at and see, well, is it right to murder people? Right? God damn, what you got a court for? Let me see. We are people who are talking about it. We the people are talking. That's right, honey. This social media is getting quite a bit of influence. They're included in every conversation. She's Trump's right-hand man. Maybe SUSIE wanted to get even. She wanted to tell her what she's going through, because if he's acting like an alcoholic, that means that when he comes to work, honey, she's the one that comes into the office with him. So she's taking the brunt of the abuse. That's why she would say that he acts like an alcoholic and reminds her of her father. I don't know how these people put up with all the bullshit that Donald Trump does, honey. How you gonna live after that? And what do you say to your children? It's okay. Yeah, talk about women like that. Talk about people like that. It's so that everybody you're in contact with. I mean, everybody, honey. Everybody's stupid. Everybody's incompetent. How many times have we seen him go off on the journalists? Right? Every time they ask him a question, he tells them how stupid they are, and they should not be reporters. They done spent their whole life being reported, right? But when they get to him, I assume that they would be pretty good at their job. If their job is sending them to the White House to cover the president, Now they're all stupid. What organization you with? ABC. Oh, they're failing. They're repugnant. They're stupid. Oh, I can't believe you even asked the question. Every person, Donald Trump, just get up there and insult people. You're a monster. You're a mean one. Donald Trump. No, keep talking about politics. That's right. So we have an opinion as well, honey. And it's not just his country. He seems to think that America belongs to white people and him. Mainly to him. But you got 3 years left, Donald Trump. More than likely, 2 of those years are going to be, you're going to be a lame duck. Correct? You keep acting like it belongs to you and we're all working for you. No. It's all of our country, honey. Do we get a say in anything? Just go start dropping bombs on people, and people in America don't know a goddamn thing about it. So that means that a lot of these, what I think I was starting to say before, these people who are in the service, they're going to die. If you drag us into a war, a senseless war based on your greed, people are going to die. Is that responsible for a president of the United States? How do you explain that to their parents? You died for, I wanted their oil. What are you going to do with it? I got the prices down to $1. You think you can go on stealing oil forever? Are you going to try to steal all of their oil and all of their mineral rights? Is that what you're up to, Donald Trump? Is this the way you're going to get and keep the gas prices down? Is that why they're down now? What else have you done? We don't want it at that cost, honey. No. I don't think the average person are murderers. I just don't think they are. Some drunks are just evil and mean. When they get sober, I don't think it's a monolith. I don't think all people act the exact same way. People who are evil and mean are just evil and mean, honey. You ain't got to be a drunk to be evil and mean either. Look at Trump. Oh, that's right. He got an alcoholic personality. Yeah, and then you go through a process as well. When you first get sober, you haven't really established a new personality, a new way of treating people and all that kind of stuff. You're still you, and it takes a while to get to your regular self. I know when I got off of crystal meth, I used to get on bus drivers hell. I don't know why. I felt like they were supposed to be nice to me. A bus driver, get on the damn bus. I cussed the motherfuckers out, child. People want to leave the bus, right? But that was just what I was going through at the time. I was just getting sober, honey. I don't think you stay that way forever. Unless you're just a mean, evil bitch. And if you are a mean, evil motherfucker, honey, there's a good chance you'll return to drinking, where you find comfort. It's all kind of stories. So that was just her frame of reference because she had that experience with her father. Trump, no doubt, reminds her of her father. When he was a drunk. And they have to work. They're freelance. Would get fired if they said that. Okay, so at Elaine, let me see what Elaine said. I wish journalists would say to Trump, I'm a voter, you lying fat fuck, just to see what he did. He'd destroy him. He's already told them what he's gonna do to them, honey. If they speak up to Trump, he's going to destroy them. He doesn't give a goddamn if they run colleges. He don't care if they're a senator. You look at all the ones that are leaving. Why do you think they're leaving? Most Congress people don't want to leave their office. They're very proud of being Congress people or senators, right? What he got 20 something of them leaving, right? And they would rather leave than to speak up to Donald Trump, to speak against him. Miss Marjorie Taylor, she finally grew some balls, but she's leaving. If you're going to speak, you have to be on the way out the door because he's going to kick you out any damn way. She also spoke on. She did recommend that he let all those people out of prison day one when he took the presidency. Anybody had anything to do with January 6th? Just let them all out. He didn't even look at the cases. He never reads anything. Right? Some of those people damn near murdered police officers. He out there by himself fighting. Keep Bishop Swan lifted. What's going on with Bishop Swan? Who is Bishop Swan? Magnolia Brown? He's fighting by himself. Oh, I got to go check on the church people. Did y'all see William McCray out there showing his outfits? Lord. I don't know how Bernard Jordan, he threw a party for William McCray. Apparently, they had some kind of relationship long before his relationship with Larry Reed, right? He's known him all that time. But I would think that you would require William McCray to tone it down. If we're going to be taken seriously, I shouldn't be tying myself to someone who carries on the way. What is your obsession with this clothing? I mean, Bernard Jordan, he wears some pretty extravagant clothing. He likes labels as well. He's draped in labels as well. But they're not so pronounced as yours, William McCray. What was that thing you had on your head, honey? I mean, granted, it's all a come up compared to that hair, right? But you got a hat stacked way up. It's way up high. He got blonde hair on the top. It looks like hair, right? And them tight ass pants. William McCray is showing us him putting the pants on. See, William McCray wouldn't have all these problems, financial difficulties, if he didn't carry on like an alcoholic concerning clothing, right? There's no way a person who is continually in the financial situation that he is in, where he doesn't even know where he's going to lay his head, correct? Buying all those clothes. When he showed up in New York, he had something like, I think he showed us 6 fur coats. 6. And he lived in Atlanta, Georgia. All with matching hats and Gucci and oh my God, Gucci and Versace and all these. I don't wear nothing but designer clothes. And he said it was Tom Ford. Lord, help him, honey. Y'all got to help him. Just put in William. It don't take all that, baby. He is 42 years old. Shit, yeah, my ass. He was 42 years old. Like my dog is 100 years old. So they said they don't know if Jordan was joking or what, but William McCray is 52 years old. And he's a hard 50. He's a hard 50 because he keeps doing stuff to himself. This is the way Donald J. Wilson gonna end up, honey. All this poking holes all in your head and stuff. God only knows how many facelifts, fillers she has in her face. You know, right? I think it was Deanna was talking this week or the end of last week, about how you have your body, you have a certain frame, right? Weight is partially excess fat, excess eating, right? But you also have a certain frame, correct? So when you take all that weight off of that frame, girl, it looks strange. It doesn't look normal. It doesn't look like a thin person. And William McCray, he said that he had on, I got on 4 girdles right now. He proud of it, girl. So he's in the hotel room a couple of days ago before his birthday party. He had on these tight ass plaid pants. I said, William McCray, I mean, you can see the goddamn waist trainers inside the pants, honey. All the lumps and stuff inside of it, and then you could barely close them. Why do you think that looks good, girl? I mean, what are you seeing when you look in the mirror? I used to wonder sometimes. I see people on the street and I'd be saying, how in the fuck did they come in front of a mirror and think that looks good? I mean, I guess it's because, people have different living situations. Or if they're homeless, they certainly can't be in mirrors and styling themselves, all that. But you got full-length mirrors all around you, girl. Them goddamn tight ass pants had so many ridges and shit in it and lumps of fat and all this kind of stuff. And he had the zipper pulled all tight. Then he put the coat on. He had to keep on closing the coat because nothing fit. Nothing fit, William McCray. And I'm just telling you from the heart, honey, if you want to have a stable life, a secure life where you can actually hang a picture on the wall, girl, you got to get off of these clothes. People are not looking at you like that, Miss Thing, right? He spends all his money on clothes. What kind of man, homeless girl, got 5, 6 to 10 fur coats? Mm-hmm. It looked like Arch gave him his clothes. Who in the hell is Arch? Magnolia Brown? Who is the Arch? I would imagine if it's the Arch I'm thinking of, those clothes would be rather large. They wouldn't fit him tight, honey. Mm-hmm. So they're all in Atlanta now, I see. They finally visited each other. See, we talked about him so bad that nobody was visiting Tyrese Jackson, even though he had packed up all his belongings and moved to Atlanta to be close to Larry Reid. At first, nobody was visiting. Even William McCray hadn't even seen the boy. He'd been there for a couple of months, right? Now they're going out of their way to meet up at the mall, meet up at the Cheesecake Factory, right? To show us because we influence them. That's what it means to be a YouTube influencer. We influence them, honey. They changed their way. And Thais, he actually took that blue clock off the wall. Why did he take the blue clock off the wall? Because I kept talking about the blue clock, honey. So now he got a black clock on the wall. You would be amazed at some of the stuff, honey, the way this stuff is influenced. That's why you guys got to tell it like it is, honey. Uh-huh. Like Arch gave him a clue. Okay, everybody on the East Coast knows he's a bona fide liar, and he has bankrupt many hopeful wannabes, businessman and woman. He keeps pulling them in. Which one is that? Is that Trump or McCray? That fur coat was thinner than a wafer. I mean, they all new coats. Are they any of them fur? Real fur? I don't know. I don't imagine if he's gonna be around Bernard Jordan and them, he's gonna want to go in there with these faux furs. Some people wear faux furs because they believe in protecting animals and so forth. What's that agency that goes and throws paint on people's coats? But these people just doing it for fashion, honey. Mm-hmm. So they want them to look like real furs if they're not. Now, for a man over here in extended stays going and paid $30,000 for a coat, come on, man. Peter will plaster that ass in all them furs. So we don't have to deal with furs here because it's never cold enough. Although this has been one of the coldest winters I've had in California. These last 2 weeks, it's cold every day. It's rainy and cold today. But we're surrounded on 3 sides by water. I keep saying, well, it must be something. I don't know. I'll just say it's cold as hell here. How you doing, Elaine? You didn't believe that 42 years old, did you? That's a hard 42, girl. You've been drugged across hard gravel, honey, for 42 years, baby. Mm-hmm. I mean, them outfits just look horrible, and he just be styling. Look at this. I wouldn't put this on. I wouldn't put. He got plaid with stripes and I don't know, all kind of shit, circles, everything. They gotta be mixed up. He thinks he's letting them have it. No, William McCray. If you're going to be in journalism, child, you need to be able to win people over with your mouth, right? You need to be able to cover your stories and make them interesting. You need to spend more time building your studio, honey, than just putting it all on your back. Nobody believes you're rich. You're trying to present yourself as being rich, but you're the poorest people. You're the poorest person in every gathering you go to. You like to surround yourself with celebrities, correct? And you want to dress like they dress, even more extreme than they dress, correct? I mean, you may spend some money on this stuff, but that doesn't mean it looks good. But you're always the poorest person in the gatherings, right? You drive the are you still driving the van? So you go to all the conferences, but basically, baby, we got to take a look at that. You're the driver. You're not one of them. You talk about nothing but the bishops and archbishops and all these people, honey, all the gospel singers and all you and all that, but you're the driver. You drive them around, right? I'm just saying, honey. Why would the driver be sitting up there, girl, with $20,000 worth of clothes on? Anyway, Archbishop. Now, who in the hell is the arch? I heard Big Boy call himself an arch. Are there more than one arch? Designer clothes. But I don't wear nothing but designer clothes. Designer clothes from the 80s. Mm-hmm. He got a connection to the Goodwill, like Grown Folks TV. Grown Folks. Grown Folks. Did he work for the goddamn Salvation Army, honey? So he just skim off the best clothes until they caught him selling the shit out of his van. Lord have mercy. Baby, rich people can only put, no matter how big their walk-in closets are, they can only get so much clothes. So when they empty out their closets, honey, they dump a whole loads onto the charities. You know, they ain't gonna have no garage sale, right? So sometimes good stuff will come through there. I think the person who was a head person for the Goodwill here in San Francisco, he got sued and arrested because he was skimming off all the best items that they went to his house, and it was all stuff that was donated to the Goodwill. Corporations had donated to the Goodwills. So they get good donations, right? But by the time they actually make it to the floor, it number junk. Mm-hmm. And where in the hell will William McCrae be begging for $20 donations, honey? So where in the hell he get money for $20,000 and $30,000 fur coats? If they were real. I mean, are there any of them mink? You can also find some minks if you go to the right neighborhood. Like if you go to the Goodwill downtown San Francisco, where there is no more, they didn't close it down and build a high-rise on it. But that's their merchandise was totally different if you went a few stops down into the neighborhood after the Castro, whatever it was. That store, everything was new. I mean, everything in the store, just like a regular new store, but it was a Goodwill. Mm-hmm. We on to you, William McCrae. He think he's a dandy. You ain't no damn dandy, child. No fashion. He's extremely unattractive. That's bad. He said, what's he gonna do now? He gonna get his cheeks done. Jay Wilson, you're on your way. Okay, you want to see the end result, honey? Look at William McCrae. 80 wig cost. Why would he put that on his head though? I mean, he's bald. I know. I watched the changing hairlines. It's way back here, some damn way, child. Right. But if you look at all of the YouTubers, it's something like 90%, 80-90% of them have bald heads. Right? People think it's strange in the beginning, but soon they'll just accept you where you have a bald head, like all the rest of them. Right? Why would you just put these monstrosities on your head where you have 30 and 40 people talking about your hair all the time? Right? You remember now, William McCrae used to come on here for years and years and years and said that was all his hair. He said, this is all my hair. He said he was light skinned and pretty. Girl. William McCrae was selling Pretty Boy in a bottle. How many bottles did you sell of that Pretty Boy in a bottle, William McCrae? Poor baby. You got to feel sorry for him, child. Uh-huh. I believe he wears knockoffs. William can't afford designer clothes. He said that's all he wears, designer clothes. Don't call it Tom Ford. I know he would never wear nothing like that. I don't wear nothing but designer clothes. I believe he wears knockoff. Okay. All the shirts with all the, I don't like that look, but they got Gucci's all over your clothes, and you got Louis Vuitton all down your arm. Then you got a gray big old purse. Girl, what's that say? That's Louis Vuitton, and you got 5 different labels all at the same time, girl. I mean, god damn. How you think that looks good? It looks cheap, honey. Right? It looks like you just buy bolts of fabric. Remember how that, what was that one, that bishop that got thrown in prison? What was his name? Whitehead, Bishop Whitehead, Lamar Whitehead. And he had everything he come out to do it. Everything was designer clothes. Everything was labels on everything, right? I believe he was buying bolts of fabric and taking it down to the sweatshops and having them make all this stuff. Nothing else would make sense. Who spends hundreds of thousands of dollars on clothes when they're poor? Mm-hmm. They're just con men. He gets an attitude when people tell him about his properly fit clothes. Girl, no pants. Go and look at the shorts, and you'll see them pants that he has on, honey. Tight ass pants. The goddamn zipper is about to bust off the motherfuckers, child. He put the coat on, can't even close it. The whole time he's there, he got to keep closing the coat. He will cuss. Wait a minute. He will cuss out people for talking about his clothes. I couldn't believe he's 42 compared to me 50. No, 52. That's what they've been able to uncover so far. He don't look no better than me. Shit, I'm 67 years old. Kicking 70 in the ass. That nigga don't look as good as me. Now, would I look any better than William McRae if I put a blonde wig on a platinum blonde hair and glued it and had the glue showing all on the side, girl? If I would have injections in my face and then when I can't afford the injection, my face is pulled down like this, girl. I would look just like him, a monster. He gained that weight back. Well, he needs to buy some new clothes then. He need to buy him some new designer clothes. But Bernard Jordan likes all that shit too. Now, he's not as flashy and as McRae, but every time we see him, honey, he's covered in designer labels as well. The difference being he can actually afford to buy this stuff. I mean, I may not be personally like the look. I mean, I got little emblems on my clothes too. I mean, everything's got emblems on it, but not gray big old G's all over everything. So if William McRae gonna be going and he thinks he's being impressive, they can compare labels. Oh, what you got on? What you got on? He said it was what? Louis Vuitton. Did you see the back of his jacket? It was gapped open that big. That was gapped up. Well, okay, William McRae, you said that about Andrew Caldwell. That the jacket that Andrew Caldwell was wearing in Las Vegas was gapped open. That how big is the gap in the clothes you're putting on? You can't even button them up. It looks like if you try to button that jacket up, they will pop off and hit the cameraman. This thing, right? But he just loves clothes. Whatever. They say I'm that way about furnishings and decorating all this stuff, child. Everybody likes something, honey. Everybody likes something, but not to the detriment of where you're going to lay your head. If it's causing you financial difficulties, stop buying clothes, honey. Right? If you were as poor as they say you are, there's no reason for you to be out there buying no $200 shirts. What's going on, Elaine? Bernard is using William to hurt Larry. Is that what it's about? William don't care about being used because he's getting flued out. Oh, Bernard is using William to hurt Larry Reed. Oh, William don't care about being used because he's getting flued out and probably getting a few zooms and whams on the side, right? Mm-hmm. So that's what he was up to by that whole group that he flew out there, child. And they seem to be turning on him, saying we can't be bought, all that kind of stuff. He didn't pay him enough, I guess. Mm-hmm. Jay Wilson said he's going to play the Powerball. He has $1,000 to play the Powerball ticket. You're a goddamn lie. You being messy, Jesus. He gonna play the Powerball with $1,000. Where he get the 1,000? Where the fuck would Jay Wilson get the Powerball money? Y'all better check and see. Can we see the money we donated for this contest? We would like to see it. Okay, could you put that up on screen? Oh, I'm gonna take it out. On the day of the contest. I'm gonna take my half. I'm gonna get my half. Nobody else gets a half, girl. What did you do that was so special that you get half the money? Why are you even collecting money, nigga? If he spent $1,000 on Powerball, somebody needs to go over there and kick his Jay Wilson ass, right? I think he's too cheap though to play anything like that. I don't think he gambles anything. He said he don't get. He's in Las Vegas. I don't gamble. I don't gamble. They drinking. I don't drink. I don't drink. Do you suck dick? Oh, I don't do that. What do you do, bitch? Yes, he said. Well, he must have been joking, honey. Sword fighting at the Wilsons. Mm-hmm. I haven't went over there to visit that in a while. It's always the same stuff, girl. Same 5 people, honey. I guess everybody gets something out of it. Elaine, why you say William is extremely unattractive? He said he's beautiful. He's selling a product called Pretty Boy in a Bottle, right? I don't know how many bottles he bought or how many little containers he bought from the dollar store. If you go into the dollar store, girl, they have these little containers. They're for traveling. So you can pour your lotion in there, pour your perfume in there, whatever, little plastic thing. This was the bottling that William McRae had on the Pretty Boy in the Bottle. And then he took that same goddamn label that he has around, the same little label, as he has a big blow up behind him, right? The big blow up, they don't even iron the blow up. It's all wrinkly going all the way down, right? He put that label around the $1 bottle, honey. And he said that's Pretty Boy in a Bottle. In other words, it's lotion. Lotion mixed with Vaseline, girl. What's going on? Hey, Jesus, what are you doing? You in a bad mood? Mm-hmm. You have a lot in common with who is the boy's name? He ain't here, so I ain't gotta say his name. Bernard is using it to hurt with Larry. Okay. So is Larry hurt? Of course he is, yeah. Larry trying to play it off when they went to that damn mall. And Bernard Jordan, but he was just laughing and happy. Give me some sugar. Kissed him all in the face, girl. So he said, oh yeah, then Larry Reed had to sit there smiling too. Give me some more sugar, nigga. Oh. So I don't know what the hell's going on over there. I just think it's odd that all of a sudden Larry Reed got to be over there with Tyrese Jackson every night, child. What if you were so busy before? You were making in thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, girl, and you had your own shows doing well, and you always bragging about how many numbers you're doing and all that kind of stuff. Why in the fuck would you be over there with Tyrese every night, child? Right? It sounds like the money's not coming in no more. Like I try to tell Thais now, honey, this shit is not sustainable, girl, Because you're popular today, don't mean you're going to be popular 2 months from now. Right. And when you overspend the way you do, that means when they stop giving you the cash app, you're through. Right? Because you spend all the money. That was another one with a bad shopping habit, buying mansions and Rolls Royces and all this stuff, child. All that, just all of a sudden, as soon as it come in, it's gone. William don't know how to clean his face. He has stuff in his nose, and his hairline is unstable. Ooh, that hairline, honey, that hairline changes by the day. And them lace fronts. I mean, why would you have an inch of glue in front of the lace front? Aren't you supposed to cut that shit so it looks like your hairline? Professional people do that stuff. Those are professional people who are in show business, honey. They're going on stage and they pay the cosmetologist, honey, to travel with them and so forth. It just looks a mess. Then he ties these scarves around it. It's got to be designer label. Oh, look at this, got LL on it. This one got an LL on it. So he puts that on top of the thing, the orange thing. And how in the hell is Bernard Jordan gonna be traveling with something like that, child? But he gave the boy a birthday party. He gave him a birthday. Well, you're right. Whoever said that, I think you're right. He gave him a birthday. That must be to make Larry Reed upset, to piss him off. William McCray is, I know that. Yeah, if you're in one of those moods, Jesus. William McCray is stylish. He is. For Halloween. I'm glad you used a little Halloween emblem there. They had been talking about that boy for years, honey. You thought he would have got it by now. Calm it down a little bit, child. He gets an attitude. Okay. What else going on? Also, Jay Wilson. He's stylish. He's not as bad as William quite yet, that Jay Wilson. But he doesn't have any great taste. He just, whatever he can get at the swap meet. But Jay Wilson, his issue is he's obsessed with looking younger. And he's obsessed. Well, everybody's plastic surgery and Botox injection look good in the beginning, honey. Remember the flat? I told him last week, I said, girl, that forehead, them lines are coming back because it's natural, right? He went and got him another shot of Botox, honey. He got him another shot of Botox, and eventually it's going to be like, what can you do about this part over here? And what can you, okay. Well, when I take the glasses off, it looks like my cheeks are drooping and whatever. Okay, we can get a filler in here, and we can balance it out and all that. And you need more and more and more and more of it. That's how Michael Jackson started off beautiful. Michael Jackson was a very handsome kid, right? Well, he started doing that shit. What was that? Life is, I think the last time I saw him looking good was, so tonight, gotta leave that 9 to 5 up on the shelf. 9 to 5. Come on and groove. You gotta shake your hand. Let the Midas in the music get to you. Life ain't so bad at all. Wanna live it off the wall. That off the wall video and with the sparkly clothes on, he looked beautiful, but he couldn't stop. He had too much money, honey. He could get it, whatever he wanted done, and he got strung out on plastic surgery. And at the end of his life, he did not have a nose. They had to cover the space up where he breathes through. There was no nose there. And this is a man with unlimited funds. So be careful, Jay Wilson. And look at Jermaine Jackson. He got fucking tattooed hairline coming all the way down. What's wrong with these people? Whatever. I don't know how well plastic surgery takes on Black people, really. I don't know. Some people want to make their nose smaller and all that. I guess it's, you don't know what it's going to be like. Patti LaBelle's came out well. Patti LaBelle used to have that great big old nose. Her plastic surgery came out looking good. I think, what's the woman, mean that train to Georgia? What's her name? Hers look good. Some people looks fantastic. Cher looks fantastic. And she's got to be 80-something years old. Definitely late 70s. But some of these men, honey, and they're getting the cheapest services available, right? They can't afford to spend money on this stuff. Michael Jackson probably paid $1 million for that face. It was monstrous at the end. Started off all right. You would think he would be so busy, he wouldn't have time to go fucking with his face. But every time we saw him, if something else was done. Here we go with the singing. You don't like the Michael Jackson singing? The Michael Jackson? Ben, the two of us. What did he say? They don't see you like I do. I wish they would try to. I'm sure they think again if they had a friend like Ben, like Ben, like Ben. That's for you. What's going on, Darius? How you doing, Darius? Jermaine Jackson hair look like Count Dracula. Girl. I mean, what kind of hairline is that, child? Come straight down. That means his hairline is probably receding and it's way back here, honey. Look at mine. It's starting to see how it's slim right there? That's called male pattern baldness right there, honey. That's where his hairline is. But he got it all filled in with tattoos and shit. I don't know if he got hair transplants in there. Let it go. I think you need to let it go. Let it go, Jermaine. You were the second most talented of the boys, honey, yet you haven't done anything with your career. Let that bullshit go. Don't worry about how you look. Bring us the music, honey. Looking like Count Dracula. Oh, you wrapping up your work day? Okay, you work on a regular job? All right, honey. Ain't nothing like a paycheck, baby. Ain't nothing like a paycheck. Don't let these fools on YouTube convince you that they rich. I'm rich. I'm rich. You're a goddamn lie, nigga. If you don't have no paycheck coming in that motherfucker, you ain't rich, whore. Right? You're depending on the kindness of strangers. Call that man Count Dracula. Anything else going on, people? Let's check the perimeter. Let's see what the hell's going on around here. Let's see. Okay. Donald Trump is making a whole lot of these people rich because their whole shows, these I've Had It, right? Midas Touch. They got a whole network now, child. All they talk about is Donald Trump. And he gives them content every day. Oh, I love these little doggy commercials. Oh, look at that bulldog. Okay, hold on a minute. Jack breaks his silence. I don't see nothing going on with the children. I've been watching this Lil Nas X. Too bad about him. I really feel bad about him. Industry baby. When they're all naked. As a talented kid, I hate to think that he's a one-hit pony. That's what they're saying now, although he had more than one hit. But he's at the top just 2 years ago. Let me see. All right, people. I don't see nothing else going on right now. I got to try to hit this gym again. It is raining, though. Oh, my God, it's horrible. It's pouring down rain. It's going to be raining for 3 days. And when it's raining and it's cold, but I gotta be consistent. Just beautiful. Sing another. Get him, Sapphire. Sing another one, honey. Give me another one. Give me another Michael Jackson song, child. Give me another ABC is 1, 2, 3. Now that was the very first one. ABC. Then it had Mama. No, I didn't have Mama's Pearls. I would like to close out with a Michael Jackson. Somebody give me a Michael Jackson song or Jackson 5 song. Let me see. I already sang Do You Remember? Do you remember all the things we say? Like I love you so and will not ever go. Do you remember? Back in those times, little girl, she had a heart in mind. Do you remember the time? Y'all remember that? Okay, so ain't nobody giving me no songs. So, I mean, you don't want to hear my horrible voice. I'm trying to think of other songs he had. Okay. They say her name was Billie Jean. I was on the scene. Her schemes and plans. Slow dancing on the floor in the round, baby. And we just had us some fun. But the kid, he's not my son. Hold me tight. Woo! Billie Jean, she's not my love. She's just a girl who thinks that I am the one. Slow dancing, maybe tomorrow. Thank you. There you go. You change your mind, girl. Could it be I stayed away too long? Did I lose my mind while I was gone? But I'm still trying to get back. And this time, let me tell you where I'm at. I said I want to be where you are. Anywhere you are. I said I want to be where you are. Hey. Give me another song. I'm in the mood now. Jesus Hernandez. It done put me in the mood to sing, baby. Mm-hmm. Looking out I don't know, looking out the window. God damn it. Maybe tomorrow. You change your mind, girl. Let me see. What's the one with the girls in school? Richie held your hand, he felt electricity. When Alexander called you, you said you ring the chime. Christopher discovered your way of ahead of your time. Stop the love you say may be your own. Darling, look both ways before you cross me. You're headed for danger zone. I'm the one to love you. I'm the one you need. Those other guys will put you down soon as they succeed. They'll label you a flirt. The way they talk about you, they'll turn your name to dirt. Oh. Donald Trump should have his own YouTube channel. He doesn't? Donald Trump, he has Truth Social. What is Truth Social? Is that a website or is that a YouTube channel? Mm-hmm. Beat it. She told me don't even ever come around here. This ain't no truth or dare. Cover in your eyes, but beat it. Just, if you want to be the bad, just beat it. Beat it. You know, they have a resurgence of Michael Jackson's music on these shorts. Everybody they're still doing their dances, imitating Michael Jackson. They're doing the moonwalk. Mm-hmm. Looking out let's see what I was doing. But I'm still trying to get back. Well, if we were earlier in the show, all you got to do is go in your search engine. We ain't gonna do no more singing, but let me go over here and go to your search engine and just put in Michael Jackson songs, and they'll tell you all of them, honey. Mm-mm. Mike Jackson. We just want to hear what the songs are. Michael Jackson songs. Okay, he had Billie Jean, Beat It, Smooth. Oh, you've been struck by a smooth criminal. Then he had Thriller in the Night. Then he had I'm looking at the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. There's no message gonna make it any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make a change. La da da, la da da, da. Earth Song. I don't know that one. No, they don't care. They don't care about us. All I want to say is they don't really care about us. So these are his latest songs. I call my baby on a Saturday night to sing a message, gonna get at it twice. And if you want to believe in equality, then to stop kick you wrong or you're right. You still my baby. It don't matter if you're black or white. Dun, dun, dun. Ooh, then they got dirty Diana. Oh, that man was brilliant. Human, don't stop till you get enough. I keep on. Another part of me. Leave me alone. Leave me alone, girl. Uh-huh. Okay, I think that's enough for today. Okay, this is the last one. I wanna rock with you, girl, all night. Dance you in the day. I wanna rock with you, rock the night away. Thank y'all for coming in on today. And thank you, Jesus, for inspiring me you telling me to beat it? Okay. I love Dirty Diana. I don't know the words though. Y'all have a wonderful today, Wednesday. Y'all have a wonderful Wednesday, and we'll talk to you later.